Hello and welcome back to Will's Wood Reviews and More. Today I'll be doing my predictions for the upcoming WWE pay-per-view Survivor Series 2015. A lot of exciting things happening. Obviously it's the 25-year anniversary of Undertaker's debut, and obviously we'll be crowning a new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. The match card I've got so far, probably just a bit of a preliminary one. Maybe there'll be a few more matches added, especially considering if there's a pre-show, but I'll go through the ones that we've got now and make my calls and see how we get on. So there is going to be a traditional 5-man versus 5-man Survivor Series elimination match. Not quite sure who's going to be in there. You're probably looking at the likes of Cesaro, Neville, Stardust maybe, Barrett, Bad News Barrett, Sheamus, those kind of people, you know, and possibly the New Day if they don't put a tag team title match on the card, which is not on there yet. You know, we might see the New Day versus the Usos in the tag match, which would leave the Dudleys to be in a the elimination match. So, you know, we're not really sure on the competitors yet. Maybe it'll be announced later this week, but I think it should be interesting. And it's, you know, obviously it's going to be a team of faces versus a team of heels, and I think I'm going to go with the team of faces to win. Another match that's been announced is Dolph Ziggler versus Tyler Breeze. This should be a really interesting match. Obviously, these two have been feuding kind of without really battling, so I think it'd be good for Tyler Breeze to get on the actual match card. I don't know whether he'll end up being on the pre-show. This match might be the pre-show match, or maybe they'll play it on the actual card, but I'm going to go for Tyler Breeze. I think he'll have a good debut. Then you've got the Divas title on the line, Paige versus Charlotte. I'd like Paige to win the title, but I think Charlotte's still a little early into her reign, so I think there'll be some kind of, you know, it'll either be a really clean victory for Charlotte, but I think more likely things to happen is that Sasha Banks will interfere, you know, and that obviously disqualify the match, and Charlotte will retain, and possibly going forward we'll have triple threat, or maybe just Charlotte versus Paige, so I'm getting Charlotte to retain. Then you've got the Undertaker and Kane, Brothers of Destruction, obviously on their anniversary, versus what's looking like to be Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman. That's what everyone was thinking, because we're thinking, you know, if Sting's not available for WrestleMania, etc., who is Undertaker going to face? And, you know, it's looking like he may go back to his age-old tested of facing a giant, and it looks like Braun Strowman is going to be that guy, so this will be a perfect match for them to kind of test out the water on Braun. So Braun and Bray against the Brothers Destructions, and I can only see the Undertaker winning and Undertaker and Kane winning this because, again, it's the anniversary. But I think I expect a good match and a good showing from Bray and Braun, and also from Taker and Kane. And then of course we'll get to the meat and potatoes of the event. You know, this wasn't planned. Obviously, initially it was supposed to be just Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins, but instead we've got the semi-finals. We've got Dean Ambrose versus Kevin Owens and Alberto Del Rio and versus Roman Reigns. And I think this is very well worked out. You've probably got the two top faces in the company at the moment, Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns, against what probably the top heel now, and that's Seth Rollins has gone in, Kevin Ambrose, and the Intercontinental Champion, and obviously a classic heel and the US Champion in Alberto Del Rio. It's really worked out well. You know, the two mid-card title holders are in the mix, and that's how it should be. So it's good. And I think Del Rio obviously is going to lose to Reigns, and Reigns will go into the final, and I think it's a toss-up between Ambrose and Kevin Owens, because I think they're going to feud after this. I think, you know, overall Reigns is going to come out of the winner of the title as a face. And I think it's just going to be Reigns versus the Authority going forward. But it could be Reigns versus Ambrose, could be Reigns versus Owens, but I'm getting Reigns to go over. And I think Owens and Ambrose will have a feud over the IC title in the coming weeks. I'd like Ambrose to win, obviously, or even Kevin Owens, but I don't think it will. I think Reigns is getting the ball. Anyway, guys, there are my predictions. I hope you have a good time watching it, just like I'm going to do. I'm looking forward to it. We're looking forward to it. I'll be back on Monday with my review. Anyway, peace.